So, coming after two very honourable members, unfortunately who are not standing but seated, I want to address a very serious topic as we celebrate nationhood. And this is the subject of making babies. Mr. Speaker, sir, and honourable members of the House and extra-honourable members of the House, we have taken the question of making babies so seriously that it is very difficult when couples are copulating for them to say, let's make babies, let's make babies, let's make babies. I therefore propose, sir, that we set up a committee to look into the very serious implications of making babies a national service pastime. We need to have a lot of fun. Very unfortunately, most of the time in Singapore, we forget that in order to make babies, we've got to do it right. But sometimes doing it right gets confused with doing the right thing. And sometimes the thing is not even that. It becomes very, very problematic. So, in very serious consideration of the inadequacy of some of our members, recommend two very, very interesting things that we need to read. I would urge every member of this House, as well as those outside, to read The Best of Singapore Erotica, which I'm told has just been published, and also a story called Love Making Clothes, which I'm told, sir, is yet to be published. Now, what happens is that the most important thing about making babies is that it cannot be seen as an economic thing. Because when it is seen as an economic thing, then people begin to count. And when they start counting, they very often go to sleep. That's why a lot of people say, it becomes a real problem. Now, I have very seriously discussed with some of my parliamentary colleagues, and especially in the Talking Talk Parliament, and they agree that this is what we perhaps need to do to remedy the situation. We are told on very good authority that the best babies are made when the female in question is between about 17 and 25, and the male in question is about 19 to 30. So I therefore suggest that we set up a very, very serious act to say that no Singaporean shall be allowed to enter university unless he or she has made sufficient numbers of babies. And for those who have made sufficient numbers of babies, necessary and suitable incentives should be given, especially as they are permitted to enter what we may call University of Life, a special university set up for the purposes of absolute rewards for those who are actively procreating while others are creating. This has to be very, very seriously looked into. I'm also told, sir, that one of the problems we have is to try to educate a lot of our very important people known as the mandarins of our state about the whole nature of testicular efficiency. However, I'm also told on sufficiently good authority by some of my colleagues that one accompanying problem with this is that very often these guys are not very sure about what it means to be testicular because their own testes seem to have been compromised. That's something that we have to consider very, very seriously. Now, I would suggest, sir, that there's absolutely no need to be interested in getting things like rhinoceros balls or tiger's penises or buffalo's hides, but what we need definitely is a lot more cocks. I mean, it's a lot more roosters. And of course, the roosters must go with the hens. I'm reminded, sir, when I was at university, one of my philosophy professors said all human beings in coupling relationships are divided into two categories. One known as the hen-packed husbands and the other known as the cock-packed wives. And all of this speech is actually a whole lot of talk, and that's what we should end with a bang. Thank you. Making babies as NS, final year.
Thank you very much, Gopal, for literally talking about. I didn't expect that. Our next speaker really needs no introduction, but I'm going to give him one anyway, for you special. He's one of Singapore's best-loved comedians and actors, and you won't remember this, but back in JC, he was also the person who first taught me how to smoke. Lately, though, he's been setting a much better example. You've seen him on TV, you've seen him in the cinema, and you've seen him on the back of buses telling people, why are you cool? Ladies and gentlemen, Hossein Leong.
You are just doing all for the money, right? Why are you cool? Shit. I can't really talk very well because I'm just an actor, so I'm always behind a script or a character, so I'll just do what I do best. I'm going to sing. And this is for all of you who failed history, a very short, concise history of Singapore, and just to listen to the lyrics. And yeah, it's in English lah. Okay, look at it.
Sexy